Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 22. He'll look to throw right away. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive. And also give him a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 11 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Burrow's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Holding, receiving team.
Don't do us like that.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26.
They'll run with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 21 yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, They're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Watch they call that on.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On the run, it's Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
7 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Sanders. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
The kick is good.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now Burrow on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
2 yards.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. On play action, it's Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Bengals take
the Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Bengals nothing.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find some.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
For the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
6 yards. And it's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down with Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Set to kick off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A 51-yard gain. And the Cardinal first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Brings up third and inches.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow from his own end zone. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cardinals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley gets around him. And yet again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
His pass caught at the 4. The Cardinals unable to convert. There on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
After review of the play,
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 8.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's third and goal.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Murray now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're going to go for this save. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Deuce. Easy. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing now is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
No good. That keeps the score. Cardinals 30.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Move. Hey. We got three. Three down. Check Mike, 99. Man.
Now it's Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Caught right side, Tate. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Tight end left. You got three down. Check Mike, 99. Here we go. Check Mike.
Burrow on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. Third down here.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Three down. Check Mike, 99.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Again, it's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.